All right, that might have done it. I think we're on air. Welcome everyone to the second match today in Division 2 on Ground 1. We've got the Bulls versus the Viking Stars. And yeah, they both lost their games this morning, very close games. Bulls went down by 1 run to the Wolves, and the Viking Stars lost in a thriller, a super over, the first ever in Estonia. So they'll both be looking for a win here. It looks like the Vikings are batting. Big Shacky's come in, didn't play this morning. So apologies to anyone that missed the end of the first game. We had the stream go down. Unfortunately, not a lot of volunteers around to help me out, and I had to umpire in ground 2, so unfortunately there was no one here monitoring the stream. Bulls looking good in their new kits for this year. Of course, the second team of the Stallions. It's good to see we've got 2 clubs with second division and first division teams this year. Looks like it'll be Mamun to open the bowling. And looks like Shacky on strike. Bit of a false start there. We are waiting for the live scoring to kick in. And a big wide to begin with. Way down the leg side. Hopefully this graphic goes away once they start scoring. It's not looking particularly promising at this point. Full ball and just blocked away on the leg side. Let me do some troubleshooting. Looks like it's going to be one of those days the scorers finally work it out. Hopefully they'll catch up. Only took them 4 balls to actually turn the scoring on, so that's a good start. And pitched up and just defended onto the offside. And no run. Aditya says the best way to start is with a big wide. Well, that's one method, I guess. Full toss. Just prodded onto the leg side and they'll come through for a single. So I believe the score is 3. Hopefully at some point the score will actually come up. Full ball, just prodded on the offside and they scamper through for a quick single. Okay, still going. Nope, that's the end of the first over. I have no idea what the score is. We'll wait for the score to update, but no wickets lost. And we have a scorer racing onto the field. It appears Crossy has left his walkie-talkie on the desk. So, some technical errors on this first weekend, a few little teething issues, but hopefully we can go the rest of the afternoon smoothly. Aditya says he's sure that Mamun was trying to start with wide wicket, which is the classic Estonian start to an over. You are correct, but yes, he failed to execute. Bit disappointing. He can try again next over. All right, we've got 4 balls in, just 2 more in by the scorers, and we'll have a full over in. Second over is just about to begin. Yep, that's a wide. Bit of a slash from Shaki, but didn't get anything on it. I actually haven't had a chance to have a look at the scorecard from the first game between Wolves and Bulls, as I was umpiring on the other ground, as I said. So let's have a look at what the extras were like in that game. Shaki hits it into his own leg, no runs. So, Bulls bowled 20 wides. Well, that's probably not what they would have been aiming for. 20 wides and 1 no ball. So 21 extras from the bowlers. Oh, look, we've got the first over in finally as Shaki edges that to first slip and he puts it down. Excellent time to bring up an overlay. Now, can we start getting this over in? I'm sure we'll catch up at some point. So just having a look at the Wolves, they bowled 22 wides and 2 no balls, so not a great day for the bowlers. But the Wolves picking up the win by 1 run as another slash from Shaki. And we're up to date on the score. Excellent. So Rajesh bowling from the Stockholm end. Umpire looks like he is in the North Pole. Can assure you it's much warmer today than it was yesterday. As they run through for a quick one. Fielder holds on to the ball, move the score on to 7. He's been wicket, he's been over the wicket, he's around the wicket again. Struggling with his line. That's a nice one. Just defended by Tausif and no run. Last ball of the over comes in. Oh, it's pitched outside leg, surely. Just tried to hoik it over square leg, but comes through for a leg bye to win the over. So 8 off the first 2. Bulls would be happy with that. Vikings struggled early in the first game. Lost 5 wickets pretty quickly. I'll be trying to avoid that this time. Desperately unlucky to lose in a super over. But, yeah, cardinal sin, lose 2 wickets in your super over, and it doesn't become an over. It was only 4 balls, so... Although the strikers then also almost did the same thing, but managed to get home, getting the 3 runs they needed. They're now playing the Wolves on ground 2. So double headers all round today. Start off this second division. I'm on to bowl again. Short, cut, through the field. Will it make the boundary? No, it pulls up. A little bit bigger this ground than the other one, and the grass a bit longer, a bit lusher as well. Don't tell me it's another shoelace. No. His right shoe came undone after his first ball he faced in the first game, and then his left shoe came undone after the second ball he faced in that game. So I told him I was going to get him a big roll of tape and we're going to tape his shoes up. Just short of a length there. They've pushed the man back at point, so just a single. Simon with a comment here. Rajesh picked up a 5 in the first game. Ah, excellent. So Vikings should be looking to see out his overs. Yep, that's a good point. And with the hot hand, Shaki gets under that, but a couple of bounces down to Zahan at long on, and just the single. Short of a length again, slashed at, a bit edgy, but it's through the gap. And they will come back for 2. Well chased there. So it's another glorious day out here at Tiskre. It looks like it should be about 15 degrees warmer than it is though. Not quite the cold wind we had yesterday. Short, doesn't get up. He just cuts that to gully and they're through for a single. Oh, a bit of a wayward throw, but well backed up there. Nice, just short of a length on middle. Ooh, he's decided to spike the ball into the ground. Maybe they're playing for a reverse swing in a T20, I don't think so. So 15 off 3. Bulls will be happy to keeping it under 6. Halfway through the power play. Very economical. Very much enjoying the assortment of hats on show today. Always a hallmark of the opening of the Estonian season when everyone's ordered new kits and they haven't arrived yet. So it's sort of a scramble to get whatever kits we can together. And about 7 different coloured hats on display yesterday in the Strikers team. And it will be Rajesh to continue. Pitched up, driven, just a single. Jay, I think, fields that down at... Oh, he's copped it on the knee, but should be all right. Oh, again, pitched outside leg. Pretty optimistic to expect to get that one. We have not been short of an appeal in the last 2 days, that's for sure. Some very vocal teams that seem to think that every ball's an opportunity to appeal. Oh, Shacky's lofted that over the top. Just clears Jay down there at mid-on, and they'll come back for 2. This is what we want to see from Shacky. He's there to do a job, and that's to get the ball over the infield and score some boundaries early for the Vikings. So let's see if he's getting going here. Pitched up again, driven nicely through the offside. Should go all the way. And it doesn't. So 2 runs. Ground 1 just a little bit grassy, despite the patches of fungus. Still left, Travis left it a bit longer because it's very early in the season, trying to encourage it to grow. So shots along the ground, maybe not. Oh, it's popped up. Should take it. Oh, he's put it down, and Shacky's makes his ground. Wow. That's couldn't have been much easier for him. Off his own bowling. Can't blame anyone else. And, yeah, if he picks up 4 for, he could have had 2 5s. But, yeah, just onto Shacky a bit quick. Wasn't through the shot, got a top edge. Oh, it's hit him on the full. I think he thinks he hit it, but looked like I hit him on the full in front of the stumps. He's cannot do this. Hopefully there'll be a report for that one. Remonstrating all the way to the boundary, so I'd imagine Crossy will be all over that. So first wicket down on 21, and Rupam comes in. Didn't have a great day with the bat in the first game. All looking a bit rusty back at game 1. Bowled quite well though. So it looks like Amon's going to continue. With Shaki on strike. Sort of 3/4 of the way to the boundary at long on. Looking for the slightly mistimed drive. Just prodded to gully and they get through for a single. So let's see how Rupam goes. Short, pulled away through the field, but they're going to have to run them. And it'll just be 2. So, good shot to get himself going. Off the mark with 2 off his first ball. So, already doing better than he did this morning. Oh, that's wide. Just pushed it down the leg side. Just out to the sweeper for 1. So, looks like he's hitting the ball well. Oh, over the bowler's head, and it's nice and straight. Zahan's coming round. He won't get there. That's 4 runs. Good shot from Shaki. This is what they're looking for. Full and down the ground again. Zahan, oh, he's misfielded, but he stopped it going for 4, and he's kept them to 1. That's not great running there, to be honest. In again. Wide and slashed up. Misfield by cover. It's through the field. And they'll come back for 2. That will end the 5th over. 33. So they've got that run rate above 6. So slowly creeping up. bowler. Not quite sure who number 10 is. Yep, they've changed their mind. Ooh, just a bit of an inside edge there from Shaki. Plays it down into his feet. Bit lucky to get away with that. Still waiting. Is this still Rajesh, or have we got a new bowler? That's still Rajesh. So 1 for 8 from his 2 overs so far. That's a wide, very wide down leg side. Good take from the keeper. Big hit from Shaki there, and that's 4 runs all the way. Kush says, good to see exciting games today and first super over of the season. It's first super over ever in Estonia, Kush, not just the season. And to be honest, halfway through the second over, I thought they were going to tie again and have to have another super over. Just, oh, nice full delivery. Shaki just digs it out and they scamper through for a single. So Shaki's got himself up to the 100 strike rate now, and I think he'll look to kick on from here. Rupam's been looking pretty good the first few balls he's faced. Rajesh in again. Full and just defended on the offside by Rupam. Ooh, just played down inside edgy. So good comeback from Rajesh after going for the boundary early in the over. He's pulled it back. And just 1 ball left in the power play. And defended, dropped down the leg side. They're coming through for a run and got there pretty comfortably in the end. So 40 runs off the power play. Rajesh 10 dots in 3 overs, pretty impressive stuff. So it looks like Mamun's going to bowl out his 4th over here. As the umpires appear to be having a bit of discussion over the score. Everything seems to be worked out. Because he's not taking much nonsense and becomes the first umpire I've seen this year to actually do the power play symbol. So well done, Crossy. So what are we waiting for? Seems like one of the balls is Rajesh is leaving the field. Got a substitute fielder on, and we also had another Vikings shoelace. So now, end of the power play, a bit of discussion about who they're going to push back, what are they going to do with the field. Doesn't look like the answer is many. They've got now both men back straight, so long on and long off, and still got that sweeper on the offside, and that looks to be about it. Short ball, pulled away nicely. Will it go? It does. Just trickles over the rope. So Rupam and Shaki. Good little partnership forming here. Vikings will be looking to get probably to at least to the 10th over with these two. And they can really push on in the second 10. Better from Mamun, a bit fuller. Just worked around the corner and one run. Short ball, Shaki's onto that quick. Don't think he's got all of it. You're going to have to run him. Just pulls up about a metre inside the boundary and they come back for two. Full on the pads and just worked around the corner quite nicely there by Shaki. Jay's after it and he's going to cut it off just inside the boundary and they come back for two. I think there's going to be a lot of twos today. Certainly was yesterday. Much to my disappointment. Much prefer fours. Cut away by Shaki. That sweeper out there on the offside, and that's a 50 up for Vikings in the 7th over. So last ball of Mamun's 4 overs. Nice and full. Dropped onto the offside. They thought about a single, but nothing on. And that is the end of the 7th over. And Vikings 50 for 1. So a decent little start. Good foundation here being laid. And they'll be looking to kick on a bit. Probably looking for around that 150 mark. Only managed 127, I think, in the first game. There's one thing I noticed umpiring the first game today is how many captains are on the field in a second division team. Got about 5 guys directing fielders, and probably not the most efficient way to do it. Looks like Jay is going to come on and have a bowl. Been missing for a couple of years, Jay, but he's back with the Bulls this year. If I remember correctly, it'll just be some gentle little left arm potential spinners, we'll call them. Around the wicket to Shaki. very nicely played through the offside and 4 runs. Lovely shot from Shaki. Just waited for it nicely. Got it right out of the middle and fielder had no chance. So yeah, this might be a concern for the Bulls here. First 2 bowlers looking pretty good, but what are the change bowlers like? What can they come up with here? Thank you, scorers, for getting the 4 right in the way of the ball. Very difficult to press the 4 button on an iPad, apparently. And another 4 for Shaki. Nicely played. Bit short there from Jay. There we go. They've got that one in nice and timely. Always surprises me how hard it seems to be just to press a number on a screen, but comes Jay again. He's tossed that up. Shaki, not sure whether that was pad or leading edge, but yeah, not a very convincing shot at all. And just for some reason, we've now got a partnership on the screen. Excellent. Why would we want to see the ball? In again. Well, you've hit the ball, so it's not a dead ball. Terrible umpiring, as usual in Estonia. If you don't want to face the ball, you need to back away. Not sure what they're appealing for. He's clearly hit the ball onto the stumps. Oh, he's thrown that up high and bang. Put everything into it, and I think that'll be a 6. It is. So, not sure the slow full toss is the answer. So, good over there for the Vikings. 15 from it. 65 after 8. That's exactly what they'd be looking for to start kicking on here. Make the most of this partnership while they can. Let's see who we're going to have bowling here for the Bulls. Another umpiring. Oh dear. Every year we get the same questions from the same people that don't understand what the markings on a crease are. Why are they umpiring if they don't understand what the markings on a crease are? I don't get it. Don't get it at all. So we are going to have number 10 from this end now. Still don't know who he is, but I'm sure I'll find out shortly. There's Anchor and Zahan coming down onto the rope here at mid-off. Long on, long off. Looks like the scorers don't know who the bowler is either. Frantic walkie-talkie messages going back and forth. We've got it. Syed. One of the new players to the Stallions this year. And starts with a pretty big wide. So it can only get better from here. But yes, this is a bit concerning for the Bulls if this is where the First change bowlers are. That was a better one. Shaki not really sure what to do with it. I would suggest putting one of those big feet down the pitch and swinging as hard as you can, Shaki. What could go wrong? And there we go. He's come down at that one and just worked it round the corner for a single. Slashed at that, but it's through the gap. And they'll come back for 2. Head in again, full wide and half-hearted appeal, but just a swing and a miss. So dot ball. Oh, good full ball, nice length, just dug out there by Rupam, and 1 run onto the offside. Got a projected score here of 159. I'm sure the Vikings would be pretty happy with that. If they can get anywhere above 160, they'll be very happy. Just ticking along nicely here. Shaki's on 34 off 28. Rupam 20 off 14. Oh, Shaki's tried to pull it and somehow managed to hit it straight back at the bowler, who got a hand on it, and they're through for another run. Which should be the end of the 9th over, and it is. So 71 off 9. Let's have a quick look what's going on over at ground 2. We have the Wolves up against the Strikers 2.0. Wolves are batting. And we are at the end of the 10th over. The score is 61 for 1. Furkan Manzoor 35 not out off 31. Mubashar 14 off 18. He was caught off the bowling of Anant Gupta. And Ali Raza is 6 not out off 11 balls. So it's hard to Wolves looking at another score around the 120 mark. As Zahan comes into the attack and it's wide to begin with. Big slash at that by Shaki. And again. Just defended back to the bowler. Sure, he called wide on the first ball and they've put it down as a dot. Zahan just arrowing in at those stumps and just knocked onto the offside by Shaki for a single. Still ticking that scoreboard over, waiting for the loose ball. As a very excitable motorbike rider drives past. Oh, nicely played by Rupam there. He's got that through the gap. They're just going to get 1. Oh no, he's coming back for the second. Good running. Not great fielding. The standard Estonian foot stop, but overran it by a couple of metres and allowed him to come back for a second. So 2 more balls left in this over. Down the leg, and that's definitely a wide. Excited scooter rider. Well, that's flashed out. Side off there, looking for the Y, but not called. Sahan again. A little bit short. Moved to the leg side and did a pull shot into the leg side. Sweeper picks it up and they get one. So, yes, as I predicted, the first ball was a wide and no run. So that's the end of the 10th. I'll be back with you shortly. All right, I'm back. I'm sure you missed me. And I'm back just in time for a wicket. Yep. So Hans picked up the wicket. And I'm very excited to be joined by Penguins captain, Geetma.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you very much.
So, tell me, are you enjoying the Division 2 action?
Of course. So I saw that the first time there was a tiny kind of, how do we say that? A tiny game played between two groups.
So obviously you're going for the Bulls.
Sorry.
Are you supporting the Bulls, yes?
I do.
Yes.
So that was a nice catch taken by Ansel.
Yeah, very good catch. So what are we, 123, 3 wickets down, 14 overs. Still on target for that. Projected score's now up to 170. What do you think, 170? Do you think the Bulls can chase that?
I believe in them.
They struggled with 128 this morning, so...
You know, the cricket, nobody can predict, but let's see. I think Zahan have some kind of great ability to turn the games.
Zahan is a wicket taker, 100%. Yeah. He takes a lot of wickets. That's a wide.
Players must be tired. I mean, in both sides.
Yes, everyone's playing 2 games today, so it's a long day. Well, full toss. It's up high. Is there anyone? No, no one's underneath it. But fielder's going to come round and cut it off, and they come back for 2. So Shaki getting near his 50. He's on 43 off 40. Salman has just come to the wicket. Zahan will be looking to get another couple of wickets here. Swing and a miss. So your Penguins side won the last indoor competition.
Of course, we all are very happy about that, and we are excited to play our upcoming T10 matches.
So we're starting next week, yes?
Of course, starting from next Saturday. So there will be new joiners this time, and we are doing some practices on every Wednesday.
Does it make you feel better watching how many wides the men bowl?
So this time everything is going to be a little bit changed. I mean, it will be a great experience for all of us. It's the very first time that we are playing T10 in outdoors. So
hard balls as well?
Yeah, hard balls. And
have you been practicing with the hard balls?
We did.
You did, yeah?
So our penguins are very excited.
Good to hear. We had some Sarama girls training on Friday, and I'm not sure they're as excited because it was a very cold Friday night, but it was, it's just making that transition from the indoor balls to the hard balls, I think is most of the problem, because people can get a bit scared of the hard ball.
Exactly. There will be a couple of new players who haven't played outdoor. So this will be their very first experience in cricket. So their first expression about ball is the leather ball. And I don't know how to tell that. Like, hey, this is a leather ball. You have to be very careful.
Well, they'll learn very quickly.
Of course.
Swing and a miss from Shaki. You only got to get hit once and you remember it. They'll now start to understand why we keep telling them not to use their feet to stop the ball.
Of course.
Doesn't hurt so much with the indoor ball, but it really hurts with the cricket ball. Oh, big shot from Shaki. It's down the throat. No. One bounce. Comes through for a single. Good innings from Shaki here. He's held the Vikings together. 44. It'd be nice to see him get a 50. Oh, he's thrown that up and had a big swing at it. Oh, a good throw comes in. If that hit the stumps, he was short. Not many people say that about Shaki being short, but he would have been short there. Ooh. So just looks like they're swinging at everything now. Into the last 5 overs. Still got to remember you can score 1s and 2s. You don't have to score 4s and 6s every ball. As much fun as it is. He's bowled him. That was a. I wouldn't say it was a good ball, but
still,
it's effective.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to avoid techniques. But
yeah, our first wicket yesterday was a low full toss that got hit straight back to the bowler. It was not a good ball, but we'll take the wicket. Mm-hmm. So that's a big wicket for the Bulls there, getting rid of Shaki with. And he really looked like he might kick on. So in comes Rana Rashid. Hit some good shots this morning. Got some boundaries. Good career strike rate of 90. He'd be looking to get over 100 today, but he can certainly hit the ball a long way if he gets onto it. These two actually scored most of the runs this morning, so it's a good 2 to have at the crease for the Vikings. They'll hope they can do it again, push that score over 150 and make a real game out of it. Avinash continues. Another full toss. Runner's got onto that. It's in the gap. Fielder's coming around. He's picked that up really nicely. And they only end up getting 1. So good fielding there. Can't quite see who that is. I need a list with numbers. A few new players in this Bulls team that I haven't seen before. It seems like they're starting to gel a bit as a team.
yeah,
They'd be disappointed to lose this morning to the Wolves, but always difficult in your first match together. Zahan, I imagine, will continue here. Looks like he will. He'll be looking to, with two new batsmen at the crease, this is Zahan time, wicket time. Bowling with a hat on, I'm not a fan. And there you go. What did I say? It's Zahan time. Middle stump.
Exactly. What a wicket.
Fantastic bowling. That's what he does. And Vikings could be in trouble here. They might not make that 150 at this rate. And Rana goes cheaply. So next up, who do we have? Noman, the captain, coming out to bat. He batted well this morning as well. So it's not the end for the Vikings. I've got a feeling there's more wickets coming though. So, women's cricket.
Yeah.
We've got some introduction programs on Thursday nights at the moment. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good shot first up from Noman. That might go for 4. It does. Good way to get off the mark. So we've got the women's introductions on Thursday night at Snelly Stadium. We've also got the Women's Softball League on Thursday nights. We're going to see you down for that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. We had the kids at Snelly Stadium today. Nice to have a new cricket venue, a bit more central in the city, good for after work and stuff like that.
Exactly. It's very close
Tiskre's
to.
a little bit difficult to get to after work.
Yeah. So the Baltium is very near to the Baltium, so most of us can come easily.
Yep. We've got three school sessions with the Talon European School this week at Snelly as well, so it's lots of cricket going on.
It's nice to hear that new people come in day by day, especially for women's and kids cricket.
Yeah, absolutely. Hoping we have maybe 4 or 5 teams for the next women's indoor season. That's the aim.
That's great.
And,
Also, we women's committee also holding some cricket training stuff. And the first time we hold a cricket info session in YOLO group. So there were more than 15 women participate for the first training event, and it went very well. So we hope to do some small sessions around Tallinn, targeting the women who is working in offices, also the women who is allowed to do sports. Right now we have a huge collection of expats, especially women who really need to play cricket but don't know what is it yet. So
well, that's very similar to the Estonians as well. They've got no idea what cricket is.
Yeah. So our aim is to develop Estonian women's cricket as the cricket country.
And there we got another wicket.
Yes.
I told you there was more coming.
Yeah. A moment to celebrate with Zahan. Of course, he's a very good captain as well as a bowler.
Third wicket. 3 for 25.
I think the Stars are a little bit nervous at the moment. They have 3 overs left.
Really, you just got to come out and swing the bat, I think. You've still got 4 wickets. You really want to get that 150, 160 mark. But if you keep losing wickets, you're not going to get there. A good comeback here from the Bulls. Was looking a little bit ominous when Shaki was in there. Might get 170, 180, but they've pulled this back really nicely. They just need to finish it off with a good tight 3 overs. Looks like Abinash will continue. And it's Shadowaz at the non-striking end. Noman cuts that through the gap. Oh, it's a very slow chase. Might get back for 3. Yes, they come back for 3.
Yeah.
I think Jay's had a long day.
Of course.
He's not particularly excited about chasing the ball to the boundary.
Whoa.
Ball over the bowler's head, but not very
No,
far.
he's there, of course.
Just a little chip into the space and they get a single. Oh, it's very full. I think it's going down leg though.
So today, Tallinn weather is pretty good, more than yesterday.
It's a bit warmer today. Yesterday was quite chilly. Full toss. Works that through the fielder on the leg side, straight through him. It's not going to make it to the rope. And
3 fielders almost there.
And I think that's another 3.
Yeah, it's got 3.
4s are easier, guys. 3s are hard. Just hit it harder and you don't have to run 3 runs.
Well, we will remember that.
Definitely
on the next
remember
Saturday.
that.
Yeah.
Always easier when you don't have to run.
Exactly. If you're lazy to run, just hit 4s and
That's
6s.
right. The grass is a bit long at the moment, unfortunately. We haven't.
Whoa, that's another full toss.
Not looking like the fielder's going to get to
Nobody's
that.
there as well.
It's pulled up. Yep, another 2. So getting some good runs here.
Yeah, it seems like the ground has some kind of issues. The ball is not going too far.
Yeah,
Stocking.
because we're early in the season and the grass has only just started to grow,
Yes,
Travis
exactly.
doesn't want to cut it too short and kill off the growth. So we have to deal with it being a bit long. That's in the air, but it's in the gap, and that's going to be 4. So a big over this one for the Vikings. Gets them right back into it. That takes them to 149 with 2 overs left.
Well, we
Not
are,
what the Bulls wanted.
they are reaching to the projected score slowly. Let's see.
Another over like that isn't... I imagine Zahan's got an over left. Down this end. Can he get 2 wickets? Can he get his 5? Let's see. Short, pulled. Jay's got to chase after this one again. No, he's not going to get there. And that's 4 more. So the Vikings back on top here after a good little period for the Bulls. I think Zahan needs a wicket here. Let's just get rid of these 2. Stop this partnership. Full. Oh, it's a good ball. If he missed it, that was in a lot of trouble, but he's just worked to the leg side for a single. 154. Smash that down the ground, straight to a fielder though, and it'll just be 1. Somehow been knocked over. Maybe Zahan's tripped over the stumps there. Oh, no, it was a no ball, so he must have hit the stumps when he was bowling, which is a no ball and a free hit. Oh, the best kind of free hit, a dot ball.
It's good bowling.
Oh, that's a wide.
It's wide.
Big wide. Just another single down the ground. A little bit longer of an over than he would have wanted with the no ball and the wide. Shorter. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball.
You got 2 more balls?
1 to come.
Okay, you want to go.
Full again, just a bit inside edgy, out to the man on the leg side, and 1 run. So, 1 over to go, 158. I think the Vikings would be happier than the Bulls at this point. Can they hit that 170 mark? It'll be a big chase for the Bulls if they can get there.
Bulls have to put extra effort this time.
That's a big over. Don't want to give them another big over. If they get 15, 16 runs off this one, Bulls are in a lot of trouble.
Of course. I can see a couple of new faces in Mustamäe Bulls team. Danushka Gunatilaka, a new player and a batter. Ansel Fernandez in one side. Let's see.
I'm very excited about Ansel.
He got a great catch.
Very disappointed when I got his registration form and I saw his middle name and then he decided not to use it. I thought that was a bit disappointing. Yes, took a great catch. Oh, that's slapped over the top by Shahnawaz. And that should go for 4, but it's slowing up. And it just gets there. Just trickled into the rope. So, advantage Vikings.
So, the projected score increased.
I think they're going to get 170 here.
Exactly. Let's see. Oh, it's a 4.
Sometimes the online scoring's a bit slow.
Oh.
Oh, through the gap, that's another 4. He's used the pace and just slapped
double
it through.
boundaries.
Fantastic batting by Shanawaz, illustrating why he's been called up to the national training squad.
Bulls are really nervous at this time.
Yeah, this is not...
They need to control this somehow. They have to take this power.
Not going their way, unfortunately, the last few overs.
But Vikings are really, really talented.
Yeah, they've hit some fantastic shots. Noman and Shanawaz have come in and steadied the ship after those wickets started to fall. And a great little partnership here between these two.
And Shavna scored 17 for 8 balls, which is very good.
Ooh, played and miss. Good length, got it under the bat. Yorker length. Remember that from the information night? So there you go, 30-run partnership from 16 balls. That's exactly what you want this time of the game. Really put the foot on the gas. And that's to a fielder. So just the single. So we've got 2 balls left, 168. I think the Vikings will be very happy with this score. Should be a fantastic chase. Hopefully we have another close game. Noman just chops that down. Gets the single, gets Shanawaz back on strike for the last ball. Do you think he's going to block it, or do you think he's going to have a swing?
It's going to be a swing.
Yes, definitely going to be a swing. Good answer. Full ball on the hip. He's got that. Oh, just one bounce for 4. And it's a no ball as well.
Vikings scored a great run this time round.
So it's a no ball, so he's got a free hit. That's the worst possible thing you can do on the last ball.
Exactly.
More runs, an extra ball, and a free hit. So
good job, Viking Stars.
Definitely not the batter you want to do it to either, because Shanawaz is going to make you pay. 22 off 11. What can he do with this free hit? Last ball. Oh, he's got an inside edge. It's through. Is he going to make it down to the boundary? He's being chased hard. And he stops it just inside the boundary.
Yeah, good.
And he's coming back. And they've run 3.
Good fielding by Danushka in the last moment.
Excellent cricket there. Right, so 177. Once it updates any time now, guys. There we go. Yeah. 177 from 20. So 178 needed for the Bulls. Can they get there?
I believe on them.
Okay. You heard it here. Geetma says Bulls to win.
Yeah. Definitely they will win.
Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back after the break.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
I am back here after what was a very exciting opening. Oh, that's pretty high as well. Probably a no ball. Jay slapped it away on the leg side and they're coming back for 2. 26 for 1 off 1.5 overs. Just the start the Bulls would have been looking for. Another full toss. Just work to the legs. And a single. You can see the flock of geese in the background doing laps. Thousands of them. They certainly like ground 2. There's an awful lot of their deposits there. Migrating on their way through to somewhere. Hopefully they don't last too long. So end of 2, 27 for 1, 150 needed 108 balls. Bulls on top early, but they have lost the 1 wicket. And looks like Tausif to bowl. A little bit wayward this morning, got a few wides. Got some wickets too. See what he can do. And he comes around the wicket to the lefty, who just doesn't really get onto it, down to middle. And a really, really pointless ping at the stumps has resulted in an overthrow. Jay is not looking happy out there. He's running, looking very restricted. Moving the field. Again. Oh, ankle, top edge. It's flying. Oh, one-handed attempt, and he's dropped it. But it would have been a hell of a catch. And they get through for 1. It was Badrell down there. Hand up above his head, trying to reach it. Just got his fingertips to it, but couldn't hold on to it. And reasonably sure that the score is wrong. Oh, that's a big wide. Has he called it? There we go, now he's called it. Not had the best day behind the stumps there. Oh, and they put down a dot. Well, that's clearly not out. Clearly pitched outside leg, but they do like to appeal. So we've had 5 balls, and 2 of them are not correctly entered. Once again, ask the question, how hard is it to press a button on a tablet? He's walked across, but again, it's pitching outside leg. I've got 1 wide in there now. So getting closer. They still missed the first ball. There's one part of scoring that seems to be an issue, and that's paying attention. Easy to miss stuff when you're not paying attention. And that's exactly what they've done. the wide, just to make their life a bit more difficult. Sure, he's frantically trying to work out how to add a ball. Oh, that's not what you should be doing. Comes in again. Oh, he's left that, and it's a dot. And that is the end of the over. And the score is going to be massively wrong, and Crossy's going to have an argument with the scorers. That's my prediction. We'll see what happens. Continues. Jay slaps that off his pads, high in the air. A couple of bounces down to Tower C for a single. Nice looking shot for one. Oh, he's bowled him. Straight through. Played all around it. And that's the end of Ankle. So, the run rate's good, but they're losing wickets. Crossy just practicing the shot Ankle played. Will he take this opportunity to have an argument with the scorers? Disappointed if he doesn't. Nope. Looks like he's going to let them survive for now. Maybe we're talking about a timed out here. Crossy doesn't look happy. Not sure what that would look like, but sure he gets happy from time to time. It's Rajesh coming out to bat. Aga Zane to continue with the ball. Full straight. Oh, he must have got an inside edge because that looked very out. Good bowling from Aga. He's keeping it straight, making the batters have to hit it. Another good one. He's got that straight to the fielder as a throw. Oh, I think he would have been in trouble. But he manages to survive. Full in the air from Jay, but just over the fielder's head. And the sweeper comes in to collect, and they get one. So an interesting position here. Bulls really need to get a partnership going. The Vikings will be looking for more wickets. Really get on top. Oh, he's swiped across the line. Yeah, I wouldn't be practicing the bad shot. He then practiced the shot he should have played. Looked a fair bit like the shot I got out on yesterday. So good over there from the Vikings. Just the 3 runs and 1 wicket. Let's have a look at ground 2, see how that game's going. As Tausif continues, that's a wide. So ground 2, we have the Wolves finished on 165 from their 20 overs. And the Strikers 2.0 are 25 for 1 after 4. So looks like the Wolves on top there. Oh, he's copped that one on the foot. Oh, he's in the wars today, Jay. But not out again. So yeah, looks like the Wolves in with a very good shot of winning their first 2 games of the season to get off to a great start in the second division. Another full ball. And he's chipped that on the leg side, and I don't think he's going to be going back for 2. So this fielder, whoever he is at mid-on, every time he throws the ball in, he throws it as hard as he possibly can. There's going to be some more overthrows in his future, I think. Oh, full, driven, nice. Oh, it's bounced up and hit him in the head. And he's stopped it, putting his body on the line for the team. Must have a hard head because he's fine. Tausif, another full toss. So many full tosses this over. Just worked to the leg side for a single again. Needs to find his length here, Tausif. Just not in control. That's a better ball. Thought about a run, but sent back. Safe in again. Full on the legs and slapped over mid-wicket. Them running. Is it going to make it? Looks like just 2 runs. Well, either the online scoring's a long way behind or it stopped working, so we'll give it a refresh and see if that helps. Nope, didn't help at all. They must be behind. There we go, it's starting to come back. 3 more balls. Come on, guys, you can do it. Two. As the geese scatter once more. In comes Agger to continue. That's very wide. Crossy Julie obliges with his very wide signal. And yep, the scorers are working on catching up. Now got to the end of the last over. It's a full ball. On the pads but down the leg. No runs. You see the shadows of the geese as they flock over the field. In comes Aga again. Full upish, but he's managed to get it just over the fielder. Seems like he's got his range today, and it's about a metre over a fielder's head. Full slapped leg side, fielder's coming round and gets a foot to it. So Jay really labouring between the wickets, so they can only pick up one. Not sure it's a particularly good idea to leave him out there, to be honest. Starting to cost runs. Full toss and just blocked back to the bowler. I think Jay's either got to start swinging like crazy or retire hurt here, because I think he's going to start costing his team too many runs. And it's a big chase. Can't afford to have too many 3-run, 4-run overs. It's chipped it again. Over. Oh, it's got through. It's racing down here. It's going to be cut off. They get back for 2. Aga in. Nice length, just outside edge from Jay down to gully, and 1 run. So that finishes the 6th over. So end of the power play. 44 for 2. So Shaki went the distance, 13 off the first over. It's been a bit tighter since then. The Bulls are a bit behind on the run rate. Really need one of these two to start picking up the pace, or it's going to be too much to do in the last 5 to 10 overs. So Badrell to take the ball at the Stockholm end. Jay on strike. Short, all straight up in the air, keeper's under it, Jay's gone down, cramping, and he's out. Well, that is a hell of a series of events as they're helping Jay up now. And that's very unfortunate for him, but he is out, caught behind. And can't help but feel like it may be a relief for him, to be honest. Really struggling. Has been struggling since he came out. And he can go and look after himself. Maybe have some pickle juice. And we have the captain, Zahan. coming out. I have a feeling this game is not finishing on time. Doesn't seem like a whole lot of urgency out there to play cricket. Got man on the circle on the offside behind square with his hands in his pockets. It's not going to help you take any catches as Zahan drives this down to Shaq. He's going to have a throw, but home safely. Yeah, not going to help you take a catch if you've got your hands in your pockets. That's why the national team pants do not have pockets. And I'm a great advocate for cricket pants without pockets for that exact reason. Too many people, hands in pockets when the ball's coming to them. On the legs, doesn't manage to get anything on it. Definitely going down the leg side. Same ball, but he's got a bit of bat on it. He's just picked out the fielder there, so just one run. Can meet to either side, he would have potentially had a boundary there, but wasn't to be. Badrell in again. Just flicked to the leg side by Zahan. Sweeper picks it up and one run. Last ball here of the 7th over. Full toss. Very high from Rajesh. And it's plugged and just stopped, and they've come back for 2. Waiting to see if it's a no ball. Answer looks like it's going to be no, so that is the end of the over. 50 up for the Bulls in the end of the 7th. So 128 more required to win in 13 overs. The required run rate just slowly creeping up. Going to need a few good overs here, the Bulls, to get back into this. So new bowler, Shahid. Looked pretty handy this morning when I was umpiring the earlier game. See what he can do. Oh, Zahan slaps that over mid-on for 4. Thank you very much. Don't bowl short, he says. That's what I'm going to do to you. So, bit of a signal of intent here from the captain. Oh, as the bowler takes a bit of a spill. Might Be that time of the season where I put out my recommendation to only play cricket in cricket shoes. If you're not wearing cricket shoes, you're just wearing sneakers, you are going to fall over. Oh, that's just trying a bit hard, and he's lost control of that, and it's a wide. Yes, we have a few players that insist on wearing sneakers, and yeah, it doesn't work. You're going to slip over. Another wide. Needs to get this under control. Round the wicket now. And another one. Oh, it's in the air, but he hasn't got onto it. One bounce to mid-off, and they get through for a single. So didn't get onto that one, Zahan. I've got to be honest, bowling around the wicket doesn't seem like it's done a lot for him. That was very short and wide as well. And now that one's down the leg side, yeah. But if you're not controlling the ball, changing sides isn't going to help. It's a technique issue, not a side of the wicket issue. You're better off sticking to one side and getting it right. I foresee more wides in his future. On the pads and just turned around the corner for a single. I think Rajesh is probably thinking, oh, I want to get the captain on strike here. He looks like he's come out meaning business. What he can do here. It's a bit of confusion over which side he's bowling from, but comes in again. And cramps Zahan up a bit, but manages to work it on the offside for a single. Long over this with the 4 wides. Let's hope he can get through without any more. He comes in again. Full, and just a bit of a hack at it from Rajesh. And they're going to come back for 2. And get there pretty comfortably in the end. So it looks like a wicket down on ground 2. Might be a good time to have a look at the score down there as Shahid continues. Short, wide, and missed out on that one, and it is a dot, and that will finally finish the 8th over. 63 for 3 the balls. So down on ground 2, 7 overs down, and the strikers are 47 for 1. After 7.2. Don't think they're going to chase down 165. So Wolves looking very good in their second match and potentially their second win of the day. As Badrell continues, Zahan just flicks it around the corner and a bit of a risky single, but they got there in the end. And not sure Rajesh enjoyed that one, but lives to tell the tale. One of these two's got to have a really big over here to get the Bulls back on track. Vikings doing very well to contain. Another nice ball from Badrell. Oh, the fielder slips as he's coming in to get it, but they don't take advantage. But yeah, much better display here from the Vikings. Got the cobwebs out in game 1 and looking much better in game 2. And that's just down the leg side and a wide. Back in to Rajesh. Oh, that's up high. Shaki's coming round. Is he going to get there? No, it just bounces in front of him. And they're through for another single. So riding their luck here a little bit, the Bulls, but they will take any runs they can get. And Badrell to continue. Short. Just hit through the offside there by Zahan. Nice shot. Found the gap and 2 runs. Nice controlled shot there. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just placed it through the gap. Full on off, and he's slashed at it. And it's going to go for 4. So, a bit fortuitous, but playing with intent here, Zahan. And really looking to put his team on the front foot here and get them back up to the run rate they require. As the epidemic of shoelaces continues. That's about number 7 for the day. We need to open a Velcro factory and mandate the use of only Velcro cricket shoes. Would save us hours a year. And again, short, wide, slapped strangely past mid-on, and they made a bit of a mess of it, and so the batters get back for 2. Strange shot from Zahan there. It's very wide and outside off, but managed to hit it straight back past the bowler. He moves to 17 off 9, so very good strike rate there. Rajesh is doing a very good job as well. And that is, looks like they're going to take a drink. And we're an over behind. That's excellent. I'll be back with you shortly. Well, that was a pretty spectacular piece of work in the field. And there goes the dangerous Zahan. Could that be the turning point for the Vikings? Rajesh still looking good. Works that on the leg side for a single. It's been joined by Syed. So end of the 11th over, 95 for 4. Still 83 needed off 9 overs. Very doable. Bulls will want to keep it under 10. Looks like Big Shacky's going to come back into the attack. Took some stick early on, went for 13 in the first over, and he hasn't been seen since. He'll be looking to get on top of the batters quickly and make sure he doesn't spread around too much. Big left armour. Can bowl some wides, but when he gets it right, it's very good. In he comes. Short, on the hips, pulled away, and 4. This is the problem. A bit more pace on the ball. If you get the bat onto it, it's going to go. And it certainly has the first ball going for 4. So not what the Vikings wanted here out of this bowling change. He'll be hoping to peg it back from this point on. Don't need more boundaries here, just brings the balls closer and closer to that required run rate. Rajesh, 27 off 25. He's going to have to be the main aggressor here. Short again, and the same shot, and the same result. 4 runs, and not good for the Vikings. Bulls will be very happy after losing their captain to an excellent throw, but probably wasn't a run there. Really need Rajesh to keep going here. Get a 50 at least, put the team in the position for the last few overs, as the current run rate is over the required run rate for the first time since the second over. As he slaps that down to within a couple of metres of the boundary, and they come back for 2. So Bulls now ahead of the required run rate. And that has been a lot of hard work to get there. What can the Vikings do? Shacky in, full, just driven. Fielder's coming round, should cut it off, and just a single. He can be one of the most dangerous bowlers in the country when he gets it right, but not looking like today is going to be his day. Let's see. We've got the new batsman out there, hasn't faced a ball yet. Shacky's probably not the person you choose to face your first ball against. Full and driven, and he squirted that away on the offside for a single. So he'll be happy to be off the mark and keep the scoreboard ticking. So runs off every ball this over so far. Last ball to come. 12 so far. And gets a wide, so the scoreboard keeps ticking. $108. Short again, pulled again, but they've put a fielder out there and saved themselves. Well, there was probably two there, but they've managed to only get one, which is pretty poor. May have even been able to run three there. But they got one, and that's the end of the over. 109 for 4. Shaki's economy actually going up, which not many would have predicted after going for 13 in his first over that he'd go for more in his second, but that's one of those days. So 8 overs left, 69 runs required. Bulls suddenly looking like they're in the box seat here. What do the Vikings have up their sleeve? What can they pull out here to get a couple of wickets? Stop these runs. Looks like Tausif will continue. The amount of time spent on very minute field changes can be quite frustrating. Does it really matter if he's a metre to the left when he's 65 metres away from the boundary? Well, that's a lovely hit. Straight down the ground. One bounce for. So the full toss, probably not the ball to go to. Seen it work a couple of times the last couple of days, but more likely than not, exactly that's going to happen. And the fielder now on the boundary, on the pad. Not sure if that was bat or thigh pad, but they're through for one, and leg buys it was. So 39 of 31, Rajesh. Doing a good job here for his team. Can Syed go with him? We'll see. Full off. Edge. Oh, the fielder's not picked it up cleanly. Otherwise, there could have been a run-out opportunity. Vikings looking pretty tired out there. It's been a long day. Second game of cricket. Full straight, lovely shot over the onside. Is he gonna? Yes, he's gonna cut it off. So back for two. But a really nice shot there, straight bat, hitting through the line. Comment from Simon after this ball. Another full one. Oh, he's played and missed. Played outside it. So dot ball. Simon says, looks like it's going to be another match that goes down to the wire. Vikings need to keep it tight. Bulls need to ensure they keep enough wickets for a late charge. Exciting stuff. It certainly is, Simon. Another lovely shot into the leg side there by Rajesh. Should just be one. I'm not sure that the Bulls need the late charge, though, to be honest. I think they look very comfortable right now as we finish the 13th over. 60 runs required from 7 overs. I think the Bulls would think they are very comfortable chasing that. But you're right. If the Vikings can pick up some wickets, that can all change very quickly. Badrell into the attack. Rajesh back on strike. 8 runs away from a 50. Leg side, just whips it around the corner, but there's a man down there. So just the one. Just need a boundary and over here, the Bulls. Full start from Badrell. Crossy still writing in his little notepad. Full outside off. He's brought that across to the leg side, but straight to a fielder. 1 run. Jesh, a little bit of adjustment going on. And batter's on the wrong side. Looking for a boundary here, the Bulls. Short legs. Oh, he's hit that beautifully. Runner's coming round, but he won't stop it. And that is 4 runs. So just what the Bulls needed. Just that one boundary and over. Keep the singles and twos ticking. Get that one boundary, and they're in control. But he's played that shot a number of times today. They just keep putting that ball on his knee. He just flicks it round the corner, middle of the bat, 4 every time. 47 now of 36. And it's, he's got the wide, but he's really missed out on another boundary. Got to put that away. 31 run partnership off 16 balls. Rajesh has done the vast majority of that. He defends that one. Good cricket. Wait for the bad balls. So 25 of 31 coming from Rajesh. Just shows you the acceleration that he's had since Zahan got out. And flicked off the toes. Rana will get this one, but they will get back for 2. And he moves to 49. And 1 ball left in the over. So a single to get his 50 and get himself back on strike would be just about perfect. And he defends it. Oh, it could have been a run out there. I think he would have been out if he'd hit. But he's missed the stumps and it's a dot. And the batters are calling for a drink, which is not permitted in Estonian T20 cricket. And again, I'm sure Crossy will be all over it. Or not. Seems to be more interested in chatting to the scorers. 14 overs. You should not need a drink, guys. But it's on the umpires. If they allow it, they allow it. They shouldn't allow it, though. Game's already behind schedule. And not all of us want to spend their entire day at the cricket field. Oh, that was there to be hit, but he just didn't quite get onto it. Oh, there's a mix-up, but they'll get back for 2. There's a poor throw. So Vikings have thrown the ball to Rana Rashid. Is this a last act of desperation? Try something different, might be the one that gets you the wicket. Missed out with the bat, so maybe, just maybe, it's his day with the ball. Oh, again, very hittable, but just not getting onto it, Syed. Wouldn't mind Rajesh having a look at this, and he's got the strike. This might go a long way, I have a feeling. Needs to pitch it up a bit more, Rana. Those two were very short and just sitting up waiting to be hit. Can he pitch it up? Oh, that's better. Oh, he's flicked that off his pads straight to the fielder. And one single scored. And that's his 50. So well batted, Rajesh. Another short one. He's got that one a bit better, but I still think the fielder, he's misfielded it, so they should get back for 2. And they do. So just not able to get cleanly onto these short balls, Syed. Still looking for the boundary for this over. The ball's pitched up and it'll be a single. So last ball coming up. Can Rajesh get their boundary for the over? And he comes short. And, it's hit him, but he's a long way down the wicket. Pretty optimistic appeal from Rana, and that should be the over. And it is. So, 5 overs to go, 44 runs needed. And you would imagine if Rajesh is there at the end, they will do this easily. But if Vikings can pick up the wicket of Rajesh, they will get themselves right back into this. Let's have a look at how we're going on ground 2. As we load up the ECA app, live matches, and on ground 2 we have the Talon Strikers 2.0, 103 for 4 off 13.5. So Anant Gupta's really hit the accelerator. 62 off 36, not out. And he's got the Strikers right back into this match. Could be a very close finish over there as well. Just paddling that round the leg side for a single. And desperately need a boundary here, the Bulls. They haven't had one for about 10 balls, and it's starting to show in the run rate. Yes, there was probably 2 there, but lazy running in the last 5 overs of a T20 can cost you the game. Got to run that first run hard, not just put your hand up and say, no, 1 will do. Definitely 2 there. Oh, that's out. Bold. So Syed missed the ball before, and now he's out. So that could be costly. Need Rajesh to be on strike for as many balls as possible here. If I was Zahan, I'd be telling their players, if you got to run yourself out to get him on strike, do it. But the most important thing, run that first run hard, turn the ones into twos. It's a very big outfield here. Unless it goes straight to a fielder, you pretty much can get a two every time. And it's just pure laziness, not running that first run hard. Now, Crossie's come to have a word with the batter. Left-hander. What can he do for the Bulls? Two balls left in the 16th over. Danushka on strike and needs some runs this over the Bulls. It's been a very tight one so far. Vikings doing an excellent job containing. Oh, another excellent ball from Badrell. I think the result of this game is going to be decided by how many balls Rajesh can face. Not sure they have boundary hitting ability in the tail. And he's not got anything on that, just off the body into the leg side for another dot. And so 2 runs and a wicket from the 16th over, and that's very much advantage Vikings. Rana Rashid to continue from the Stockholm end. Can Rajesh get onto him? Couple of sixes would certainly help the Bulls here. Can Rana keep it tight? Nice and full. That's what he's got to do. Keep it up there. Don't get short. Ball just sits up to hit when you get short at his pace. So need to keep the ball up. I think Rajesh trying to hit it a bit hard. Just needs to... Oh, it's a full toss. And that's definitely 4 runs. So not what he needed there, Rana. Just losing control of it, getting it knee high and just being slapped to the boundary. Is this the over for the Bulls? Can they have a 20 run over, really put this game to bed? Or can Rana get back on track, find his length? Full again, and again an inside edge from Rajesh. Got to come back for 2 surely. Yes, he's coming back. Good running. A little bit of hesitation there, but need to get the 2 there. Stay on strike. Moves to 57 off 45. Needs to be there at the end for the Bulls. Rana pitches up again, slashes across the line, and it's out to the fielder, and he just decides on one. So 2 balls left from Rana. Danushka on strike. Let's see if he can get some bat on ball. Run around the wicket to the left-hander. Change of angle. Let's hope he can keep his line. That's a good ball. Danushka again. Can't get bat on ball. And that's a killer for the Bulls if he's soaking up dots. Needs to get bat on ball, get off strike. There we go. Up in the air. Looking for 2, and they'll get 2 comfortably. So much better. Getting bat on ball there. And 145 after 17. So 3 overs left. 33 runs needed. Can the Bulls get 11 and over for the next 3? Can the Vikings squeak home? Who's going to be the man to bowl the last 2 overs from this end? Is Shaki going to step up? No, it's Badrell to continue. Not sure how many overs he's got left. No, actually it's Agger. Coming back. So I think we had a bat change there for Danushka. Over on ground 2, Strikers 2.0 require 49 in 27 balls. So that one's right on the knife edge as well. And that's still not out, 74. Slow and straight, and hit straight back to him. Another dot ball. Another good ball from Agger there, just worked on the offside, just 1 run. So very good bowling from Agger, doing the job for his team here. If he can restrict this one to under 6, it makes it very hard for the Bulls. In again, the left-handed Danushka, who flicks that off his pads. Just a single. And Rajesh once again requiring alterations to his equipment. Wasted an awful lot of time doing his pants up. Really needs to start being some proper penalties for delaying the game in Estonia. It's just gets ridiculous. Short and back over his head. He's hit that well. It's running away from the fielder and it's 4 runs. So a little bit of relief for the Bulls there. Probably need another boundary this over. And he's bowled him. That could be the end for the Bulls. An excellent innings from Rajesh comes to an end. 63 from 50 balls. And Aga has bowled a fantastic 17th, 18th over. And Mamun comes out to replace him. And looking at those statistics, I'm not sure I would put much money on the Bulls at this point. I think that is probably the end. But stranger things have happened. Gotta love bowlers coming in, having a swing. Anything can happen. I think Crossy has finally had enough of the time wasting going on and laid down the law to the batters and said, let's get this game finished before it's breakfast time. Aga, last ball for Aga. And it's scooped up on the leg side. Fielder coming in, it's just in front of him. And he will finish with 2 for 30 from his 4 overs. Excellent bowling. Done a great job for his side. 2 overs left, 26 runs needed. And it's going to be Rana Rashid to continue. Who will bowl the last over? That is the question. In comes Rana. Mamun gets underneath it, slaps it high in the air. Shaki's coming round and takes it. Great catch, Shak. In the outfield, big hands, doesn't drop those. So Mamun comes and goes. Just 1 run scored. Next up, who do we have? Kush says stats are incorrect for those who played indoor games. I saw batter with -3 average. Yeah, that's probably not correct, Kush. Unfortunately, I'm still arguing with Crick Heroes about getting the stats to only show the league they're playing in, but hopefully I'll win that argument soon. It's not you, is it, Kush, with the -3 average, is it? Not sure who the new batsman is. Rana coming into him. Down the leg side, and that'll be a wide. Abinash. Big job, 25 in 11 balls. Full toss, he's top edged it. It's going to bounce before the fielder out there. And just one run. So Rana, wicket, wide one. Good, economical, just what the team needs. 24 off 10 required for the Bulls. Short, wide. Oh, he's just managed to tickle it round the corner for one. Turned a wide into a one. Oh, not even a one. It's a leg by. Abinash got to get onto this. Got to swing hard. He swings, but misses. Hits the leg. Squirts out on the offside, and no run taken. Discussion between the umpires. Back on, runner in for his second last ball. Full straight, missed outside off. Dot ball. One to come, and I don't think it matters who bowls the last over now, because it's going to need a miracle for the Bulls to pull this one off. Another full on the leg side, just lapped around the corner for a single from Abinash, and that's the end of the 19th over. 156 for 7. 22 needed off the last over. So, who's going to bowl? It's going to be, is it Shahid, I think? And Abinash is going to be on strike. He needs to get onto it from ball one, otherwise the game is over. Slapped. Oh, misfield from Shaki at point, so they'll get back for 2, but that's not too costly. $20 off 5 now. And, oh, nice in-swinger onto the pads. They'll run through for a single. Probably leg by, yes, leg by. Signal by Crossy. So 19 off 4. Very quickly getting to the point where it's mathematically not possible, but still 3 sixes and a single could win it for the Bulls here. Anushka just gets hit in the pad again, and another leg by. So 3 sixes it is. Abinash, swing hard. Pitches up and just inside edge through the leg side, and 1 run. So barring any major catastrophes, the Vikings look like they've got their first win of the season. And the Bulls, unfortunately, look like they're going to remain winless. That's off the pad, I think. So a dot. Last ball coming. And a really hard-fought win here for the Vikings as Danushka just drops that into the offside and they run through for a single. So, Vikings win by 15 runs, I believe. There it is, Vikings win by 15 runs. So well done to the Vikings. Player of the match, Badrell. 32 off 18. 2 fours, 2 sixes, good stuff. And 2 for 27 with the ball, good stuff. Also well done to Shaki at the top with 44 off 44. Rupam 23 off 18 and Noman and Shahnawaz at the end with 18 off 11 for Noman. Shahnawaz 25 off 12. Setting a good total there. Best of the bowlers for the Bulls, Zahan with 3 for 35. In the Bulls innings, 63 off 50 for Rajesh. Fantastic innings. Zahan came out 23 off 15, looked very good till he was run out. And then it fell away at the end, unfortunately. The bowling for the Vikings, Agar 2 for 30, Badrell 2 for 27, and some really good tight bowling there. So well done to the Vikings, and we will see you next week.